Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Alderman Curtis is here in the building, so we will have our quorum roll call as soon as he walks into the room. But in the meantime, we will begin with the registered public speakers. We have 8 today. The first registered public speaker is Jessica Jackson. Jessica Jackson, if you are present, we will allow you 3 minutes of testimony. Ms. Jackson, you know where the microphone is. Okay. So, yeah, we are just testing the presentation system. So your 3-minute clock is on the wall, Ms. Jackson. Please begin your testimony. Your 3-minute clock is on the wall, Ms. Jackson. Please begin your testimony. Okay, please proceed, Ms. Jackson. All right, let the record reflect Ms. Jackson is declining her 3 minutes to speak. The next registered speaker is Venus Young Bay. Miss Venus Young Bay, are you present? Sergeant at Arms, we would like to give Ms. Jackson a warning right now. She can either begin her testimony or she can be seated. If not, she'll be asked to leave. That's your warning, Ms. Jackson. What's your choice?
You know what? Okay. No. Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. Don't come nowhere near me. Okay. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get back. I'm going to start speaking while you all be very disrespectful like you always are. So what I'm going to deal with this issue of public safety is that it is the alderman here in city council that is against our public safety. You all are against our public safety. You all abuse the privileges of the police by people like Alderman Sposato. Yeah. And everybody goes lenient on him because of his disability. But he wants to act like he wants to get treated like everybody else, so let's treat him like everybody else. He better not ever take a motion like this to tell me to shut up again. He better not ever do it again. And when he did it that day, I told him, you shut up. Matter of fact, you roll over here and shut my mouth. And he got mad and started texting and had the police come. And then he got Starks to get involved because when I went to go speak to my alderman, Greg Mitchell, and I just waved to him, Starks, being the coon that he is, stepped in front of me. No, Miss Jackson, you're not coming in here. We're not having that. We're not having what today? That I can't speak to my alderman? What exactly are we not having today? That I can't speak to my alderman? So I'm saying it right here at this mic. And I know that police officer hear me. I know all them in that box hear me. That man in that wheelchair better not ever say nothing else to me. He better not ever misuse the police to bother me. I'm a law-abiding citizen. And you don't have the police in this building follow me. You don't have them agitate me. You don't have them harass me. What you need to do and what he needs to do is get his crooked city officials, his crooked Cook County friends, and use that same authority and tell them to stop breaking the law. But he's not going to do that. He's going to roll around and keep breaking the law and keep being the Klansman that he obviously is.
Our next speaker is Venus Young Bay. Venus Young Bay, if you're present.
My name is Venus Young Bay. For more real news, I want to say I am scared to live in this city. People are getting shot every day, and I am scared to go outside and play. It's running on a place to live with for my family. Y'all got the money. My name is Venus Young Bay. For more real news, I want to say I am scared to live in the city. People are getting shot every day, and I am scared to go outside and play. It's raining everywhere I go. I am still waiting on a place to live for my family. Y'all got the money. My name is Venus Young Bay. For more real news,
Thank you, Venus, for being such a brave girl to come here and tell us that. The next public speaker is Nicole Young Bay.
Hi, my name is Nicole Young Bay, and I'm representing More Real News. I just want to address this migrant crisis, and it's just crazy how everywhere you go, north side, south side, west side, east side, Evanston, wherever, you got these migrants out here. They got their babies in the street, walking up and down to every single car with this candy. They running up to your cars, and it's not the parents or the adults, it's the children. And some of them are younger than Venus, running up to your car with this candy, while the parents are halfway down the street, not even keeping an eye on the children. And if it was me or one of us, DCFS would be called. DCFS will be called, and then you got a case. But it's okay for them to walk up and down the street selling this candy. And my question is, what they need to sell candy for? If they getting all this assistance and this help from the city, what they need to sell candy for? They getting link cards, they getting housing, they getting rental assistance. So what they need to sell candy for? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And I know that for a fact. I'm going through this. Y'all not. Y'all got a place to stay. Y'all got a place to call home. Y'all ain't got to worry about that. Me and my family, we've been trying to get assistance from the city for how many years now? Let's say 5. No, we're going to say 6. We're going to say 6. It started the day that I left the hospital with Venus and giving birth with her. We've been seeking assistance from City of Chicago, Catholic Charities, Salvation Army, All Chicago, and anybody else you can name. And we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Everybody say, oh yeah, you give us your information, we'll call you, we'll help you, we'll do this, we'll get you that, but we're still waiting. Ain't nobody did nothing. Ain't nobody gave us no phone call, nothing. But yet, Venezuelans come over here, y'all roll out the red carpet for them. They get first class treatment. They getting the exquisite hotels, they getting the catering, all that. While we in these crummy shelters, where we get bed bugs, mice, roaches, no screens in the windows, nasty walls, all that. What about us? What about help for us? Do we have to turn into a migrant to get help?
Our next registered speaker is Taiwan Sims. Taiwan Sims.
So, good afternoon. So that's an 18-year-old, June 25th, Chicago Heights, a 19-year-old, June 26th, West 93rd, 2024, 249 slain, 5 shot, 2 killed, that's with Roseland, June 19th, a 15-year-old, March 15th, a 38-year-old, June 25th in Rogers Park, a woman wounded, that's just half of it. Zaria, this is the most recent that I want to bring up. Zaria Prince, who came up missing yesterday, 13 years old, and not to say the least, the 61-year-old who was attacked just right outside this building. And it continues, we can go on and on and on, narrative after narrative, and consistently. And I can say this with truth, the public safety in this city is totally eroded. And so we have our new deputy mayor of safety, Garvin. I think that the fight started there with his interview when he said that the bulk of it should not be, well, the trust in the city, and for lack of better words, the trust in the police with the city and keeping it safe is not ensured. So I suppose they want to push that narrative and showing us that if we can't depend on the police, then who can we depend on? And so he brought up SIP, community organizations, and a host of different other people that he said should be collaborating to keep us safe in the city. However, Black Americans, as y'all know, 109 people were shot, 19 were killed. That's on July 4th. That was the July 4th holiday weekend. And still we continuously have this narrative every weekend. 10 was just murdered in the past weekend. And this is in public safety, so we continue to have this issue. But we have an awesome police force. We got Larry Snelling, this gentleman, we got so much. And then we have so many community organizations that should be collabing together. But as soon as one says one can't fulfill its duty, then it's a problem. So now we gotta prove that. Hey, y'all not doing y'all job over here. Hey, y'all not doing y'all, but in the middle of it are the citizens of Chicago. This great argument that y'all continue to have. As the city goes further and further and further downhill. So we ask from our city officials, our elects, and also from our, police department and fire department, to what effect or what do we do to help ourselves then as citizens? Should we all go and get concealed and carry? Because we all see the worst of things happening with that. Everybody that's got a concealed carry just seems to pull a gun out and shoot somebody. They're not trained. They're not trained policemen. They're not trained law enforcement. So what do? We just go back to the old Wild West days, because that's how I was just forced to live, forced to walk around illegally with a gun.
The next registered speaker is George Blakemore.
Taxation without representation. The police report, the demographics, 50% of his are white, 40 Hispanic, and about 10% of Black and Asian. So community police, when you call 911 and you live in the ghetto, your chances of getting a Black officer is almost, it's not happening. And that's the same thing with the fire department, public safety. And we have a Black superintendent, and we have a Black mayor, and we got Black faces, and the Blacks are still at the bottom of the socioeconomic and a caste system, no public safety. You know why? It's because of Black folks' fault. Black folks, yes, on the plantation when we was captured and brought over here. You know what the white man did? Beat that A and made an end. And made an end. Raped those women and men. So black people have mental problems, mental issues. They have fallen in love with the enemy. Yeah. Fallen in love with the enemy. And I'll use my mother as an example all the time. She just hated her nappy hair. But she liked that wig and that white folks hair. I don't see white folks buying white women buying nappy wigs. They don't want it. What makes the black man want to be the white man? He figures if he can imitate, then he could get these rights and justice and respect. It doesn't happen like that. We have to purge ourselves of N-ism and become strong black people. At the time that we was captured, we didn't have the technology. We didn't have the guns, and the guns, a lesser man came from Europe or the cave and enslaved us because of their technology. I urge black people to be thinkers, creators, and go back to our greatness. Our greatness. God has given us everything we need. We just have to learn how to use what God has given us. And the audacity, public safety. But these elections are rigged. Right here, it's all Democratic machine. This is a communist system. This is a fascist system. This is a corrupt system. And you see how they treat the blacks. They treat them one way, and they treat the white and Hispanic another way. America, they say, make America great again. When was she great to us? But I'm gonna vote for Trump on my way to Freedom Land. I just hate the...
The next public speaker is Zoe Lee. Zoe Lee.
Inspector General Whisberg, I have written you so many emails. Yeah, I've written you 1,000 emails, 1,000 emails due to the corruption in this chambers. The city of Chicago unlawfully demolished my family's property, and I have a federal lawsuit, but criminal charges should be brought against my alderman. Investigation needs to be looked into. Why was it knocked down? The building violation, Marlene Hopkins, who at the end of the day, she should have been fired when the inspector general before, because how she handled that little village thing. And the mayor, this place is incompetent. And we have no leadership in here. Now, they have even made it where the media can't even take our stories, because they know if we talk about it, the floodgates will open with all of the property that they take from our communities. And it starts with these aldermen. See, what these aldermen do is they make deals with the developers. He's a prime example. Walter Burnett, Holston, he got Holston on lock. Okay, CHA also, you need to look at CHA. CHA also helps with takes our properties, or they'll take seniors out of CHA housing, put them in nursing homes, and then go use their apartments for something else. This is the most corrupt city on earth. But I've been coming down here for a year, and I've been sending you emails for a year. And Miss Jackson as well, they're trying to take her property as well. And I am determined, because a lot of people think that because they put Kamala Harris in, that black people are just gonna like run to her. No, it's not gonna work like that. Okay, this is a new generation. If they don't have a black agenda for us, we are not voting Democrat. The Democratic Party, black people have been the backbone for the Democratic Party, and all the Democratic Party does is make money off of our oppression. Okay, that's my generational wealth that they knocked down, and I've been coming down here for a year, and I can't get no help. So I am I really, 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 really would like you to look at all of these emails that I've been sending you since last year. That's all I ask. And somebody needs to start investigating because it's going to continue to happen, and I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be the one to deal with this anymore. Thank you.
Okay, this concludes our registered public speakers. I am not aware of any who have signed up online.